has been a win. The King of Champions. The last one's done in his Cuban. He does the job that he needs to do and get that flag on the exit. Absolutely brilliant.
We just witnessed the greatest moment in WoW's history as an esport. It was absolutely incredible.
Overcome the biggest team to win the Intel Extreme Masters.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as Kelly fiercely types away on her keyboard, we do have the purple Zerg, the purple hero, here in the 7 o'clock position as FXO Moonglade, and it's going to be Neo Red Archon as the Red Terran, no surprise there, in the 2 o'clock position, and we are on Xel'Naga Caverns. Kelly, take it away.
Okay, so we are showing a Zerg versus Terran match. This is one of my favorite matchup to do right now because for Protoss you just see crushing force fields. It's gonna be good to see. This is kind of a grudge match, like I said, because Red Archon took away the chance of Glade going to US for BlizzCon in 2010. I mean, Glade wasn't that good as he is now, but he has improved a lot, and Red Archon at the same time has also, not been slacking off. I think he owns a LAN shop, if I'm not wrong, so he has a lot of playtime, I guess.
LAN shop owners rock, man.
Thailand versus Australia match.
It is the very best from Australia versus the very best of Thailand, and what I love about ZVT is the Terran must push the Zerg early. If he doesn't, then the Zerg is just going to macro up to this monster. So usually ZVTs are very explosive, very, very quickly, and actually we are going to see quite a bit of early action. Moonglade is just going to send 2 drones out here. One's going to be a hatchery, the other one is checking for proxies, and both of these players are just being super safe. And look at the placement of this Overlord. He doesn't want to get sniped by any early Marine, because this first Marine that comes out can actually walk to this spot and kill the Overlord as it's coming over here. So Moonglade is just going to be very cautious with his Overlords, and we're already seeing something very, very, very cheeky by Red Archon. What do you think this double racks is actually going to do anything, Kelly?
Of course, double racks are like any fast expanding Zerg's greatest fear. I think he didn't even scout and he's going for double racks. He knows for sure that Glade is going to be slightly greedy and wanting to go for the 15 hatch. So he chose to... I mean, Glade now sees as a double rack, so he's immediately going to react by preventing any bunker from going out. He's going to pull like maybe 8 of his drones out to prevent the bunker. Gonna drop down like 1 or 2 spine crawlers to also prevent a marine rush. As you can see from the side of the map in the natural, the Terran can choose to come in from the right side behind the mineral line instead of going to the ram side. So he has to be really careful and, like I said, just prevent any bunker from being made.
Yep, here comes another SCV, so the barracks might be coming up. The thing is this Overlord is not in place over the hatchery, so it's going to be a bit hard for them. Here comes the first bunker just outside, and does this drone see it? No, the drone's going to decide to become a spine crawler instead. And he's like, nah.
I'm gonna evolve into a spine crawler.
And can Glade actually...
Now Glade in reaction, he's pumping out 12 Zerglings. He's queuing out 12 Zerglings to come out to prevent any 12 Zerglings is actually enough to surround a bunker. He doesn't want this bunker from being made though. He decides to go for the Marines instead of taking out the SCV. I think he is coming back for the SCV now. He's like, okay, I'm gonna waste your SCV. I'm gonna be super aggressive with my Zerglings, so you can't even bring any Marines in. So Red Archon is deciding to back off right now. He's not gonna bring anything in, and he's gonna salvage his bunker, and it's gonna be in time for that. So Red Archon actually kind of achieved his purpose. His purpose was either to do as much... his purpose is to do as much damage to Glade as possible, which he has done, because Glade, instead of droning up for his expansion, he made 12 Zerglings.
Absolutely. I mean, that's costing Glade a lot of drones. It's costing...
Even made a guess earlier.
Huh. So it did cost Glade 6 potential drones, and for the cost of that, absolutely nothing. He didn't even lose a single SCV. He didn't even lose the bunker. So that was super effective by Red Archon, and he already is going to transit into basically a 2 racks FE. He's getting a 3rd racks out, and he's just going to put out constant early pressure now with Bio. He's just staying really, really mobile. He is hunting for that Overlord. The Overlord is safely tucked away here, probably going to suicide in the roughly about anywhere from about 7 to 8 minute mark. We're going to see this Overlord suicide into the base, but right now, looking on the harvest account, they are pretty much dead even, and we're gonna go into the mid game. I mean, Glade is just being safe. He's putting down more spine crawlers. He doesn't want any Marines to poke in here in the back and snipe out, because we have seen a lot of players do that to him. So, players do learn, we do evolve, and here comes another push by Red Archon. Do you think this is gonna do significant damage, Kelly? Because, Glade does have the defenses on the field. 16 Zerglings and Banelings in production.
he's wanting to punish Red Archon for going so early for so much Marines, and here comes the Marines from behind though. He's gonna go straight for the mirror line behind, which is the right thing to do, and that he sees a sunken and he's gonna go in for the surround and no speed up yet though, and he gets a surround. Is he gonna get a surround on the Marines there? Not yet. He's gonna ask his Queen to come and help. He's like, Queen, come and help me out, and he's gonna clean out those Marines really easily. He foresee this push. He foresee this timing Marine push, and that's why he pumped out so many Zerglings.
I love the way Glade thinks. You know, if you think about it, he's like, okay, he made a lot of Marines. He's going to probably be going some kind of fast tracks. I gotta get Banelings to defend against that. And so I just got Banelings. I'm just getting my speed. Oh, okay. I just crushed 12 of his Marines. I'm very, very safe. Immediately, he made 7 drones. He pushed in his Overlord here to take a look. Yes, he's not making more barracks. He is actually going to tech up. I'm safe. And right now on the Harvester count, yeah, I mean, wow, actually they're still even. And both players are actually being a little bit timid right now. And it does look like Glade is going to think about getting his third.
That's good. That's a good decision because he knows that Archon is creeped because he lost so much Marines. But I think, let me have a look at his camera. He doesn't know that Archon has expanded yet. He hasn't flowed his Overlord in, but I think he would have predicted there was an expansion, which is any Zerg's reaction. Okay, you know what? You have 2 base. You have 2 base. I'm gonna have a 3rd base. The moment you put on a 2nd base, I'm gonna try to extend my 3rd base. You always have to be 1 up of the Terran player, especially against Terran. You have to be 1 up against him. So he chose not to go for the goal, which is gonna be a little bit hard to defend so early in the game. So I like his decision doing that.
Absolutely. I mean, Red Archon is actually... I don't agree with his decision here because he is basically bunkering in and he's letting Glade get free macro. You can never ever let a Zerg get free macro, especially a Glade of his caliber. Looking at the Harvester count, he is already 7 Harvesters ahead. Glade is constantly scouting with Overlords. This Overlord is going to come in to take another peek. This Zergling just gave its life for the Swarm, and he's just going to constantly check the composition, and he's going to be like, oh, Marine tank, no problem, I got this. And he's just going to build the appropriate counter, and I wouldn't be surprised to actually see Glade go Mutiling. Even denying these scouts, I mean, Glade has full map control. He is completely in charge of this game.
Well, he has feelings now, and he's going for Mutalist, so I think he's going to go for the conventional Musa Baneling build.
Yep.
He's researching Central Fungal hooks now, so definitely he's going for Musa Baneling, which I think is a good choice. But Archon is ready. I think does he have Engineering Bay yet?
Yep, he sure does.
Yeah, so he's going to be ready for any Muta Harass that's going to come in. He's kind of supply block at the moment. Okay, he has 79 against 78 supply, so that's quite cute. Glade was supply block, so I think what we're gonna see right now is Archon is gonna be really aggressive. He's gonna push with conventional Marine Siege Tank push now. What do you think about that?
This is suicide. You never ever want to engage any kind of Baneling push on creep, and Centrifugal Hooks is halfway done. If actually Glade can delay this push by 55 game seconds, then he's actually this pathing by this tank. This tank is like, screw you guys. I'm not gonna join the main army. I'm just gonna wander off by myself. You know, somebody get this tank a GPS system because he's definitely off the map. And
I don't need a bodyguard.
Yeah, meh. Zerglings. I can take 10 Zerglings, man. So right now, actually, Glade, Red Archon is going to swing in the back here because he knows most likely that Glade is going to get... Yeah, Glade is going to get his 3rd base. He is going to deny the 3rd base, and I love the positioning of this. Centrifugal Hooks is not done. He's off creep, so he doesn't have that. And this is just going to deny Glade his 3rd. Actually, I would like to see him... No, he is going to swing and double flank. Here comes the Banelings. 1 prong attack, here comes 1 prong, here comes the 2nd prong, and this is going to be disastrous because right now the Zerglings are going to get on top of the Marines and going to splash all over them. Actually, very good spread there by the Marines. Actually being going to chase them down.
Oh, look, Red Archon spreading his Marines. That's really good right there. You can see he's feeding something to clean out the tanks, and he's going to try to go for the Marines right now. He has 26 Zerglings in production, so he's going to want to come in. The main point was he took down the tanks, which was the most important thing, but Red Archon is coming in with his 2nd wave. 11 Mutalists and 26 Feelings are in production. Let's hope that he's going to be able to defend this, because his Marines right now are really low in health. They have like maybe 10 life each on each of them. He's gonna come in for the 2nd attack right now, so what do you think about this? Do you think he's gonna be able to defend it? He's gonna catch the tank actually before he sieges up, but he's gonna back off now because he doesn't have his Muta up yet, and he wants to wait for his Muta.
Absolutely. The thing is in that battle, Red Archon had fabulous micro. He was actually able to save most of his Marines, even though there was an insane amount of Banelings. But the thing is when you're running back and splitting your Marines like that, they are not shooting. And Mutalist is absolutely going to crush Marines when they're retreating. Right now, the Marines are actually being completely crushed by Bye gets Venus.
Squeak.
Oh. And actually, here comes the Banelings with central vehicle hook. Here comes round 2.